Hello again, Lilian here. I hope you are having a great day wherever you are. And I can say that, well, my hair is like this today because it's 30 plus Celsius in my part of Sweden right now. Summer. So it's a bit hot, but I'm staying in for a bit, going for a walk later when it's cooling down. So we're hoping for some rain soon so my plants can grow. But wherever you are, I hope you're having a good day, whatever the weather is like. So I just want to continue explaining the, the reborn thing, and also the symbol I got on my YouTube channel. There's like a spider web with runes around it and a heart in the middle. Yeah. So I like spiders. I've always liked spiders. And the reason is that I didn't actually like spiders when I was little. The thing is, I had huge nightmares when I was little. I could dream, when I was a kid. I was dreaming, I could see my whole bedroom the way it was. It was not like if I was in another world. I was in my bedroom, and a huge black spider came flying towards me from the ceiling at the other end of the room, and I was like, ah! So my mum came and was like, oh, what's going on? I did that, but then I sort of realised that no, I'm going to face my fear. So I started to like spiders, So I got my ring, spider ring, and I care about them. So I'm not killing many spiders anymore. And I don't have any nightmares since I have sort of accepted them. And I realised later now that I think that is because it is like my soulmate. He is my soulmate, the spider. The spider web is weaving things together and seeing all the details and having effect on everything. If you pull one little string in the web, the vibration goes to everything. And also in the human world, I like weaving, I like embroidery, I like working with threads. So maybe it's part of it, sort of. But that's I want to have that as my symbol. And the runes around the spider web is truth and love, because I like the truth. I don't like lies. I don't like secrets. I don't like things that are hidden. I want to see the truth. I want to know the truth about things. And maybe that's because I love history. I want to go to the deep beginning of things and see how, the now, what we are in now, was created, because of what happened in history. So maybe that's the reason why I like the truth. But love is also a way that I like, because love is what we have in our heart. Always. We are love, and love is everywhere around us. And when we speak the truth with love, then it is good. Then is no fear. Then it's just as a help. It's like, how can you solve a problem in your life if you don't want to see the truth? Then it can be a bit more difficult. So solving a problem in life can be seeing the truth, seeing the details, and sorting it out somehow. So that's what I like to do, and I like it. But also, I think that's why I came up with that. And my older son helped me with the symbol. So I'm not a technology person. So I am more like a spiritual person, more practical in the old-fashioned way, not the modern way of thinking with the technology. But I can manage a little bit. So it's okay. I like it. But then the next thing I wanted to talk about is continue the reborn thing that I talked about earlier in the previous film, in the previous talk. And it is like lots of talk about reborn. You know, we're going towards new times now. We're going to brighter days, lighter time, more light, more love, and that. And yes, I mean, that's a good way of thinking, because if people think that, no, that's just a lie, we're going to be in the same situation now forever in the whole life, and you know, that's the way it's going to be, yeah, is that like that? Then take a step back and think, do you think that whatever happens today is going to continue and happen for the rest of your life? Nah, it's not going to be like that. Everything changes. There's always change in life, all the time. So I mean, if you sort of afraid of change, then there must be something hidden in you that have been before that you don't want to know, that you don't want to see, or you are the one that want to have control of it. You don't like surprises. You don't like to just get things coming to you that you didn't know about before. But to be honest, that happens. Yeah? It's not like you have control of everything, no matter what you think in your head. In your head, you might have control of everything, but no, you haven't. I promise. Well, sorry if I ruin your everyday life. But it's the truth. I mean, we are in change. I mean, think back in time. I don't know matter how old you are, but if you think back like 20 years ago, how was the computers then? Well, not like now. They were a bit bigger, yeah? And it was like we didn't have, you know, the mobile phones with music and YouTube and videos and, you know, all the things on the mobile phone then. They were more like a phone, but a phone we could carry with us, yeah? So there has been a lot of change in the last 20 years. And if you go back 50 years, yeah, then it was a lot of difference. I mean, when I was little, we didn't have a colour TV. We had a black and white telly, yeah? And there was no programs on the TV all day. It was just at certain times that we could watch something. So it wasn't like we were sitting all day if we were ill or home watching telly, because it didn't exist. There was nothing on it, unless it was in the evening, yeah? And maybe, I can't remember, but maybe it was something else. But it was not whole day, never. And I mean, 50 years ago, I was going around around Europe on a train. Yeah, train traveling around Europe, and I didn't have a mobile phone with me, and I survived anyway. Yeah, it did work, but I could call home sometimes when I had money in a different country. Yeah. So it was, I mean, 50 years. How far is that when you think about how long humans have existed? It's like nothing. It's not even a second, I think, when you can't count it down. So, and then, I mean, when you go back just 100 years, which is like, yeah, my grandma was born. She was, where's she now? She was born 1912, and now we are 2023. So she was like 11 years old. Yeah, 100 years ago. And I mean, how was it then? Her life. She lived in a little house with no electricity, no sewage, yeah, no water tap in the kitchen. They had a well outside, and they had a bucket to do their thing in, you know, and they had, you know, outside toilet, and they just lived in their little cottage, little tiny house together, all the family. Well, not all her siblings lived at home all the time, because there was some, you know, age difference between them, but she had 9 siblings, so they didn't have to warm up that much when there's so many people in one little room together. But they made their fires and cooked their food on the wood stove. Yeah. And I mean, think about it. Yeah, 100 years, it feels like ages ago. But when I think that, yeah, that was my grandma. she was alive 100 years ago, and I'm like, uh-oh, how old am I then? But yeah, that's life. It's time. So I think we can be a little confused now when it comes to time and what we want in our life. But that's the thing about change. It happens. We need change. Yeah, always. Otherwise, we don't live our life the way we're supposed to live it. So it can't be the same. Never ever. Not even the cells in our body is the same the whole time. They work all day, all night, and keep us alive. So be grateful. Be really grateful that you have all the cells in your body and that they're working constantly. So if you want to feel some healing, if you want some healing energy, then think about your cells in your body, all of them, and give them love and gratitude, for they exist. Because without them, you would not exist. And be grateful that you exist, because you're supposed to be here in this life at this time. That's the way it is. No matter how life is, you're supposed to be here. Yeah? So be grateful always. But we're human, so we don't have to be it all the time. But, when you feel a bit low, be grateful. When you feel a bit tired, be grateful. Then it might cheer you up. Yeah? Hopefully. Well, it works for me. I'm grateful. And then I'm done. And I'm grateful. And it's happy. The sun is shining. Yeah? And we get air to breathe. And we get water in the well in the forest. And in my well as well. There's things growing in the garden. Yeah, so few flowers are still alive in the garden as well. So it's like, yeah, it's summer. I don't have to make a fire in the wood stove or the wood burner right now. So that's quite nice. Yeah, more time for yoga in the morning when I don't have to run around and keep the house warm. So it's quite nice. And I'm proud of myself. I actually haven't done yoga for ages now. And then yesterday morning I was like, now I'll do it. So I just went out in the garden, found a place where my neighbours couldn't see me. So then I was doing my yoga, and now I've done it 2 mornings in a row. So yes. Then I'm like, yes, good. I've done it. It's happy. It's good. But then I'm thinking about the change, continue on that subject, and if you are curious or are open to change inside yourself, if you are in that kind of mindset where you, inside your head, inside your soul, in your heart, you can make changes in your life, then I'm thinking about starting a series of videos about the with my tarot cards that I talked about earlier, and do the journey like it says here, the fool's journey. Yeah, we can be a fool and then we can start a journey to get better. And then it is to go through the main cards in the deck, one full moon at a time. So starting with the green man, and do some meditation and go through the energy of that card all the way through all the main cards to the world tree. So it's 21 full moons. I would really like to do that because that's something I want to do myself, but then why not share it with other people? That would be fun, and it would be fun if you want to join me. So I'm thinking about starting that, and it's a full moon on Monday, so I put the first video up on Monday on the first card, number 0, and we'll do meditation and go through the card, the details, what it means, what to think about it, and go through it in the meditation, and then, you know, really think about it and let it settle in us until the next full moon when we go to the next card. So because I mean the truth is really in nature, isn't it? And these cards are really starting from the scratch. Yeah, the Green Man, nature. Because how were we created? Well, nature. How would we survive without nature? Well, not at all. So we start there then and go on on a journey. So that'll be fun. Could be interesting, but it could really give us something good for the future. I believe so. So that will be really fun. And then there will be change in life. Like I said, like it always happens. So that's it, I think, for now. But I will continue. And if nothing else, there will be a video at the next full moon where I go through that, and there will be meditation, and you can enjoy it. And if you want to have a comment about this and you know, cheer me up and support me, then yeah, comment, subscribe, like, whatever you want to do. And then we'll continue the journey through life, the interesting journey that will teach us so much. And I wish you an amazing day, whatever happens. Okay, take care. Bye.